She's not going to walk up and tell you she's interested. Most women never do. Instead, she'll do something with her hands, her feet, her eyes, something so small you'd miss it if you weren't paying attention. And here's the part that's going to sting a little. You've probably missed it before, maybe more than once. Stay with me for the next few minutes, because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what to look for, and you're never going to miss it again. Welcome back. If you're new here, this channel is for men who want to actually understand women, not guess, not assume, not get it wrong and wonder why she pulled away. Today we're talking about something psychologists have studied for decades: the gap between what a woman says and what her body is actually communicating. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Women, especially women who've been burned before, rarely say "I like you" outright. It feels risky. It feels exposed. So instead, the message gets sent through the body, posture, distance, timing, touch. And if you know how to read it, you stop guessing. You stop overthinking every text message. You start seeing what's actually in front of you. Let's break down the 6 signals that matter most. The first one is the lean. When a woman is interested in you, her upper body will angle toward you, even if her feet are pointed somewhere else. This is one of the most reliable signals in body language research because it's almost entirely unconscious. Nobody trains themselves to lean toward people they like. It just happens. Here's what to watch for. You're sitting across from her at dinner or standing at a gathering. Watch her shoulders. If she's angled toward you, even slightly, while she's talking to someone else, that's her body prioritizing you over the room. Compare that to a woman who isn't interested. Her shoulders square up to the group, or she angles slightly away from you, toward the exit, toward anyone else. The lean is subtle, but once you start noticing it, you'll see it everywhere, and you'll realize how many signals you've walked right past before. The second signal is the feet. We're taught to watch faces, but body language researchers will tell you the feet are actually one of the most honest parts of the body, because almost nobody consciously controls them. When a woman is comfortable and interested, her feet will often point toward you, even in a group conversation where her face and shoulders are turned elsewhere out of politeness. If you're standing in a circle of people and you notice her toes quietly pointed in your direction the entire time, that's not an accident. That's her body telling you where she'd rather be facing. On the flip side, if her feet are pointed toward the door or shifting like she's ready to move, that's discomfort or a desire to leave, regardless of how friendly her words sound. The third signal is touch, but not the touch you're thinking of. It's what's called self-touch, and it happens when a woman is processing attraction or nervous energy around someone she's interested in. This might look like her touching her neck, running a hand along her collarbone, or adjusting her hair while she's talking to you. These aren't grooming habits. They're what psychologists call pacifying behaviors, small movements the body uses to release nervous energy. Women don't do this randomly with everyone. They do it more often around people who make them feel a flutter of nerves, and attraction is one of the most common causes of that flutter. The fourth signal is mirroring. Watch how she holds her drink, how she sits, how fast she talks. If you notice she starts unconsciously matching your pace, your posture, or your tone within a few minutes of talking to you, that's a sign of rapport building at a subconscious level. Mirroring is something the brain does automatically when it feels connected to someone. It's not something she's doing on purpose. It's something her nervous system is doing without her permission, which is exactly why it's such a reliable signal. The fifth signal is eye contact, but with a specific detail most men miss. It's not just whether she looks at you, it's what happens after she looks away. If she glances at you, breaks eye contact, and then looks back within a few seconds, that return glance is the real signal. A single glance can mean anything. A glance, a break, and a second glance is your brain's way of saying, "I want another look." The sixth and final signal is proximity, and this is the one that ties everything together. Attraction closes distance. Disinterest creates it. Watch how she manages the space between you over time. Does she find small reasons to stand a little closer, sit a little nearer, lean in when the room gets loud? Or does she keep a consistent, comfortable distance no matter what you do? The body doesn't lie about space. People move toward what draws them in, and they create room around what doesn't. Now here's the important part, and I want you to really hear this. No single one of these signals means anything on its own. A lean could just be poor posture. Self-touch could just be a habit. What matters is the pattern. When you start seeing 3, 4, 5 of these signals together, consistently, over time, that's not a coincidence anymore. That's a woman whose body is telling you something her words haven't caught up to yet. This is especially important for men who've been out of the dating world for a while, whether that's because of a long marriage, a divorce, or simply years of focusing on other things. The rules haven't changed as much as you think. Women are still communicating the same way they always have. What's changed is how much confidence it takes to trust what you're seeing, instead of waiting for a verbal green light that may never come. And that's really the lesson underneath all of this. Confidence isn't about being loud or aggressive. It's about paying attention, trusting what you observe, and acting like a man who understands people, instead of one who's guessing. When you learn to read these signals, you stop needing her to spell it out for you. You already know. So the next time you're talking to a woman and you're not sure where you stand, don't ask yourself what she said. Ask yourself what her body has been doing this whole time. Chances are she already told you. If this helped you see something you'd been missing, stick around, because tomorrow we're covering the 5 things men over 60 should never do for a woman. And reason number 5 is the one almost everyone gets wrong.